I look left, check myself in my mirror, my hair's not great and I've got a big figure now.
DisCOBOX in the studio, and we just released our EP, haven't we, John?
Say a little bit about what this song's about.
Sometimes we look at social media, there's big guys who are muscly and you look and you're like, oh, you know what, I'd love to look like them. And actually I believe we're made in God's image. It says in the Bible we're made in God's image, and that actually it's okay to be who you are. You changed my heart, you changed my heart, you changed my trajectory. Just kidding. And that's a discrepancy.
To be honest, I just really wanted to write a song with the word discrepancy in it. Because to my knowledge, no one's done that. Because the word discrepancy just literally means like these two things don't match up. And sometimes, you know, you're going down a certain path or engaging in a certain lifestyle that doesn't match up with the way you were designed to be. And I think that as Christians as well, we believe that God's grace is like so big, like, and His mercy is so big that even though we don't deserve it, He loves us and He died for us. So that's also kind of a discrepancy.
Heart is racing, I can't escape it. I love this bit in the song, the pre-chorus. It says, "This ain't my hobby. Sorry, but I'm not sorry." You know what? Especially I see young people in school a lot who are Christians. And like they'll be going and they'll almost be ashamed of the fact that they're Christians. But actually that pre-chorus is talking about, actually, you know what? We shouldn't be ashamed. Sorry, but I'm not sorry.
Hey.
The lowest you'll ever hear me go in my life. I've been off balance so long.
So this song is called DisCOBOX, but it's also called Where Would I Go? And there's a bit in the Bible in John 6 where Jesus turns to His followers and a load of them have literally just deserted Him. And He turns to the rest of His followers and He's like, are you going to desert me as well? And they turn to Him and they're like, well, where else would we go? You see, they've given up their jobs, they've given up their lives to follow Jesus. And as Christians, we genuinely believe, actually, that Jesus is worth following. And it's an adventure when you follow Him. So,
running through my veins. This is probably my favourite song on the EP. Jesus in this garden praying with his mates, right, and all his mates fall asleep. And what he's actually saying is he's sitting there praying and he knows he's about to go and be killed, and he knows that the only way that sin can be defeated is actually by dying on the cross. And he's praying to God and saying, please Lord, let there be another way, when in actual fact there was no other way and he had to die. And that's what the first verse is about. The second verse, which we're about to go into now in the song, is about him being judged, and he's in the courtroom, and he's in the courtroom in front of these people with a load of sinners, and he's being judged as a sinner, and he stays totally silent, and that's beautiful. And it says here, you look at me with anger, my body is in chains. And that's exactly what it was like, and he got sent off to be killed, which is what the second half of the second verse is about. He could have gotten up off that cross and said, you know what, actually I don't want to be part of this, and conquer that, because he was God, fully man and fully God, when actually what ended up happening was he died and then he conquered death in a beautiful way, which is expressed through the spoken word that Ben says. Ben, tell us about the spoken word, mate.
I'll let you listen for yourselves. Okay.
Amazing, so good, only wanna be myself tonight.